Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, in this video, I'll be talking about what you can do to be able to validate your product or an idea for a product or service. Now, if, for example, you have an idea for a new product or for a new service, and you're excited about it and you want to be able to start building it. Now, if you read online, a lot of co-founders and startups, you want to make sure there is validation for your product or service. And what is validation? So validation is basically to measure the potential demand or interest in your product or service, to realize that there is an actual demand for your product or service before you even start building it. So essentially what happens here in this case, let's say you have an idea to start a new fitness portal or let's say for any kind of like maybe an insurance or something, and you want to be able to and you're very excited about it, but before you even start building it, before you put any kind of effort into it, before you put any money into building, if it's a website or a new app, you have to make sure to measure what is the potential demand for that product or service. And there are many different ways of doing this. One of the different ways is doing surveys. By creating a survey, you'll be able to send to potential customers, and when you get the results, you'll have some sort of idea, an indication that there is demand for that specific product or service, which will compel you to start building that product or service. Right? Now, one of the most effective ways that I found out online by using different tools to measure the potential demand for your product or for your service is a tool called AI Co-Founder. Right, and this tool basically what it does is it helps you. It uses AI. Uses AI. Uses AI to measure and to scan social media networks such as Reddit and others, and to be able to see, is there actual people talking about this product or service? Is there a specific pain point that customers are facing about your product or about your service? Is there actual potential interest in people who would be willing to pay to be able to have that problem or service solved for them, right? This is a powerful way, an effective way for you to be able to find out whether your idea for the product or for the service actually has merit, or it actually has potential demand for you to be able to launch it and build it, and for you to be able to get some paying customers for it, right? So what I'm going to do here right now, I'm going to go ahead and log into my account. I put a link in the description below. You can simply click on it and you'll be able to create an account for yourself, or you'll be able to log in. And this is basically my account, right? So here you have different options for you to start doing and searching for your idea, right? So what I did this earlier for a fitness idea, for a fitness track, and I'll show you what I came up with. But basically, the old name of the tool was called BuildPad. Now they recently changed it to AI Co-Founder, right? And here, this is the AI section which I did before. I was asking it information about a new problem which I was exploring for health and fitness, and specifically for people whenever you go to the gym and you look at the numbers on the fitness machine, and it's all like just fictitious numbers, because you want to be able to understand and know how many calories you can burn when using any kind of fitness machine. And so I was doing my research here, right? Right, so for example, here you get this chat whenever this is the process of discovering the idea. So right here you have the different phases. Discovering the ideas basically gives you the phase or the option for you to chat with the AI, and you give him the idea, right? And it's going to start narrowing down the idea for you to be able to narrow down a specific product or service. Then you have the next phase, which is the market research. The market research basically, once you agree and define your idea carefully and in full detail, it's going to start doing the market research for you, and it's going to start looking at social media networks, online content, online researches. It's going to start looking at case studies. It will start looking at online forums about your idea to be able to understand, are there people who are discussing the pain point or the problem which you are trying to resolve. After that, it's going to go into competitor research. It will analyze and give you what are the existing competitors in that specific niche or in that specific idea or product which you want to be able to solve or you want to be able to launch. It will give you what are the competitor options available right now. It will also give you the price points of the available competitions available online. All this will help you narrow down the idea for that specific product or service, and will give you more clear details on how to go about your product or service. And then it's going to start going into audience research. It will define and characterize your demographic for your ideal customers. It will start narrowing down what will be the most profitable niche for people or customers who are willing to pay or purchase your product and idea, right? And then it's going to start going down to defining your specific product. What will be the definition of your product, how to define it, what is the actual, is it a service, is it a solution, what will be the value proposition on that product. And then it goes into validation, right? And then start giving you ideas how to build it, right? So this is an 8-stage process, which will take you from idea all the way down to definition of your product and service. It will also give you the target demographic for your customer segment for you to start looking at where to promote and how to market your product. So in the discover phase, you'll be able to understand what you can do to be able to discover your idea. So, for example, here, I have an idea for showing people how to right? So this is basically an idea for you to be able to start looking at discovering. So here it's going to start focusing down, and then it's going to give you some options. What specific problem are you trying to solve with this treadmill focused approach? Is it that people don't know how many calories they'll burn before they start using the treadmill, or something else? Yes. All right. And now it's going to start narrowing down the idea that you have. Got it. So the problem is that people don't know how many calories they'll burn on a treadmill before they start using it. Let me dig a bit deeper. Is this based on your personal experience? This is based on my personal experience. Okay. So here you start going back and forth with the AI chatbot to really focus and help you narrow down the idea that you want to have. And then it's going to start digging deeper on how to narrow the details of the specific idea into an actual solution for a problem. Step one is you want to define the problem you want to solve, right? That's always step one. What problem are you trying to solve? That's always a step one. Once you narrow down a clear definition of the problem, then you'll be able to start looking at what are the different solutions that you can offer against that problem. Now, this is important because it helps you really put your idea down to little details for you to be able to understand that's the problem you want to solve, and that's the solution you're offering to solve that problem, right? So step one is define the problem. Step two is analyze different solution options. Right, and based on that, it will give you the market validation to understand which solution would be the most desirable for you to be able to address and launch as a solution, because that solution has the highest potential for paying customers. And this is critical for you to not to go back and forth into a solution that will not gain any kind of paying customers. It will maybe not get you any people interested in buying your product. And you don't want to offer a solution for free. Ultimately, you want to launch a business or a service that you will get paying customers for. And this tool will help you do that. by narrowing down the solution that you are offering into a value proposition for you to be able to actually gain the value and actually launch a product or a service that will give you paying customers for you. Now, I did this about 3-4 months ago, and it helped me launch this specific tool. It's called GymAI.com, and basically what this tool does is you basically, whenever you want to go to the gym and you want to understand how many calories you can burn on that specific machine, whether it's a treadmill, whether it's an elliptical trainer. And the way it works is basically you just go to once you go to the gym, you take a photo of the equipment machine, and then you upload it here to the tool. You have to put in the verification code. Right, and verify. Do that again. Right, verify. And then here you upload your actual gym equipment, and then you hit analyze. It's going to analyze for you and tell you, based on your details, the range, the minimum calories and the maximum calories that you can actually burn on the equipment that you want to use, right? And if you put your details here, your weight, your gender, your age, your height, and that will give you even more accurate results to understand and know how many calories you can actually burn from to, or minimum to maximum, depending on the resistance you add in the actual equipment. Now, this is important because it took me about a couple of weeks for me to do it by going back and forth with the AI chatbot for me to really narrow down the idea into an actual compelling solution. And once I got the solution, it gave me ideas on how to build it, what tools I can use, what prompts I can use to help me build it. And then I went into I use Lovable for me to be able to build it. Maybe I'll do a separate video on how to use Lovable to build an actual web app for solutions such as these, right? So this is an interesting, a very effective way for you not to waste time by going through surveys, not to waste time for you searching online. You can simply back and forth with the AI chatbot here. You'll be able to give you clear answers about whether your idea is valid, whether it prompts an actual solution, whether there is enough potential demand for that product and service, and whether it will help you launch that specific product or service into a solution that will gain you paying customers, right? So this is very critical. I put a link in the description below. You can click on it. You can register on the site, and you'll be able to start looking back and forth on how you can validate your idea, or how you can actually evaluate your idea against other options. And also you'll be able to understand what are the potential competitors that are offering the similar solution in the market for you to realize, and how to position your product into something differentiated to gain the paying customer that you want, or to gain the interest of customers for that specific product or solution. All right. If you guys like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. And if you have any comments, I'll be happy to answer them in the comments section below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.